Is today it's about tape reading. So tape reading is basically you being able to understand your tape measure the more, because I believe almost everybody knows how to use a tape rule, but there are some things we don't really get right, or maybe it confuses us sometimes, you know, especially when you take a body measurement that are odd numbers and you have to divide into 2, into 4, into 8, and so on and so forth. So it's basically you being able to understand your tape measure the more, just as I've said before. And this is not going to take us much time, and it's quite easy. Let me put it that way. So because me, I believe that there is nothing that is not easy as long as your mind is there and you're ready to learn and understand it. So a tape rule, of course, we all know this as a tape, as a ruler rather, and this is the common tape measure we make use of. But the thing is, it is still the same thing but used for different purpose. So a tape measure, no matter how, either wooden, rubber, metal, whatever, it's always or almost the same thing. So a tape rule has two sides. The first side reads in inches, just like this, while the other reads in centimeter. So now let's start with the side that has inches first. So there are 8 lines that make an inch. So what I did here was that I tried to draw out the inches part of our tape measure. If you look at it very well, I just try to make it bolder so that we can see. So from here to here, make 8 lines. So let me show us how it is being done. So now this is for inches. I just write it there. And this is for centimeters. CA. So now what we'll do is you count with me. So from here to here, we said it's 8 lines, right? Yes, it is. So let's count together. Here is line 0. So from here, now we start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 8 lines and this is 1 inch. So from here to here, we have a lot of measurements and a lot of terminologies going on around here, which confuse most people, and it's not something serious. So now the first one here is called 1/8, 1/8. Believe you cannot see. And this is called 1/4. I'll explain to us why it is being like that. So this other one is called 3/8, and this one is 1/2. That is the half inch. Is mostly common. Everybody knows this as average, but let me just label it first so that later we'll get it. But let me just label it first to save our time. 5/8. Then this is 3/4. Then this second to the last one is 7/8. So what this means is that 1/8 is just 1 out of 8. Do you understand? So this 1/4 is a quarter of an inch. Quarter of an inch. So you can just write it somewhere. 1/4 quarter of an inch. The reason why it's like that is, see, all these 8 lines, we can basically divide them into 4 like this. This is 1, this is 2, 3, and 4. That is quarter, 1/4, like a quarter of 1 inches. This is divided into 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that is why it is like that. So 3 over 8 is basically 3 out of 8. Same thing goes with 5 over 8, 7 over 8. This is 3/4. 3/4 means the third quarter of an inch. 3/4. Can we see? 3 over 4. 3/4. That is what it means. 3/4. So half of 1 over 2, it is 1 over 4. Half of an inch, sorry, half of half is, see it here. You see the half here? See it here. See the line here too. This is the half here. See the quarter here. So if you are dividing, see exactly. Just trace the line like this from here to here. Do you see? This half of this half is 1 over 4. It is half of half of half is 1 over 4. That is a quarter. So if you now want to divide 1 over 4 into 2, what will it be? Of course, it's 1 over 8. So let's assume now we are taking a measurement of, let me say, waist of 26. 26 divided by 2, that's 13. Divided by 2 again, that is 6.5. Okay, let's do it this way. 27. 27 is like an odd number. So 27 divided by 2, that is 13.5. Divided by 2, 6.25. Do we understand? 6.25. So that's basically 6.25. So all these parameters on the tape measures, that is what the whole means. So 1 over 8, this is 1/8. This is a quarter of an inch. This is 3 out of 8. This is half of an inch. So you count it very well now. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is, of course, if 8 could be divided by 2, it is what? It is 4. So you count it from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is half of an inch. So that is all about inch. So now centimeter. You see, the difference between inch and centimeter is not that much, but some people prefer using centimeters to inches. Inches is what most designers commonly use, but there are some people that prefer using centimeter. Myself, I make use of inches the more when I'm cutting, making pattern, or maybe when I'm sewing. But when I'm doing fashion illustration, when I'm sketching, I make use of centimeter the most. And one thing about centimeter is that it requires less calculation. Yes, it is accurate to some extent. It is really accurate because while using centimeter, every division falls on a line. Every division falls on a line. There's no how you want to divide something and you would not get it on centimeters. So back to centimeters now. Instead of 8 for an inch, centimeter has 10. You can count with me. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's as easy, simple, and straightforward as that. Yes. So if at all you want to make a measurement, okay, if your waist is 30 centimeter, you know divided by 2 is 15 centimeter, and you can easily get 15 centimeter here. So the divisional part of centimeter is not hard. If you want to know where a measurement is on the other side, let's assume you have a measurement of 8.75. 8.75 is around this place. and you are wondering, where the hell is 8.75 on centimeter? Just turn around and you will see it's exactly 22.5 centimeter. So that is why people mostly prefer using centimeter for taking their own measurements. Most people that draft patterns, some people, it is rare though, because they believe centimeter is hard to use. But meanwhile, centimeter is very easy to use, but people are not really used to it. So that is that about tape measure. Centimeter is very straightforward. It's very straightforward. Unlike this one that requires you thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking. But well, it depends on your preference and your interest. If you would like that, you get notified whenever I drop a new video. So designers, get familiar with your tape measure. It's about tape reading.